Hi, this is Adam Kunzmiller with Board Game Geek at Gen Con 50, and I'm joined by Dominic Wong with Medieval Games, or Medieval Lords, sorry.
Yeah.
And we're here to look at Black Souls. So what is Black Souls?
Okay, Black Souls is a game that's for 2 to 6 players, and the interesting thing about this game is how the theme is unique in that it's actually a game about designing a game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Black Souls is kind of this video game that's really popular out there, and players are actually trying to get a job to be a game designer in the company that makes this
nice.
game. So as you can see, looking at the player board, they're already unique in the sense that you kind of use this tablet, iPad thingy, and you play it in 2 phases. The first phase would be like a design phase, where you make the level, you design the level through what I'll call tile laying.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're kind of done with it, so you would probably have a
nice.
whole level.
Sure.
Now the thing is, in phase 2, this company that is looking to hire the designer would then send a group of professional play testers to try out your game, and they would then give feedback on it. So there's also things that you would do as the player in terms of research about what the playtesters prefer. You know, every gamer has their own preferences.
Sure.
So that's kind of like the secret agenda. And since this is a language independent game, well, the symbols are pretty, I would say, intuitive, as you can see. Here they are. So
Pretty
this is like,
straightforward?
yeah, they're very straightforward. Like if the playtesters survive the whole dungeon with at least 2 champions, you know, so on and so forth, they would then gain brownie points in the feedback from the playtesters. So they
Brownie
kind of,
points, I like it.
yeah, they kind of score extra for it. Yeah, and because you are also you're really great programmers with lead skills and all that. So there's this thing called the hack. So you have 2 hacks in the game, and you kind of have this console card. Yeah, and the console card would be something that you track the number of hacks you use. So after you input a hack, you then turn it over because your console detects something that's not right. Exactly. And
That's great.
your second time that you use it, then you would discard it. Well, thematically, it means that your console kind of blows up, but you're not out of the game. It's just for the theme. The game continues. So how you resolve the different tiles is that the party of playtesters, as they go by, you would have these different cubes that represent different things. So it's just like in maybe, you know, those famous MMO games like World of Warcraft. You have different classes. It's the same here. Then you got fighters, you got mages, you know, and whatnot. So these guys would travel through, and the way you design your level is really important because the secret of this game is you got to find the right balance to design a great level. So it must be as difficult as possible, but at the end of the day, at least one survival. Right? That's the ultimate.
Otherwise, it's too discouraging, right?
Yeah, like if it's too difficult, then you're probably not gonna win the game because nobody survived.
Nobody's going to have fun. You're not going to get any brownie points.
Exactly, you're not gonna get any brownie points. So if it's too easy, like you could just do button mashing and you win the game, it's also not fun.
Right.
So you wouldn't get very much points in the design area. So this game is all about the balance of getting
Dialing it right in there.
Yeah, really difficult game and all that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about this game is like in phase 2, when everyone's done with the tile laying, phase 2 is nothing to do with tile laying because they're all there.
Right.
Now it becomes a reverse resource management, like I told you. You start losing people. The fun part is when you are able to look at each other and you start seeing your party thin out.
Right.
And you know, even if everyone gets wiped, you still get points for surviving the furthest.
Right.
So it gets really exciting when
Lots of tension as if
Yeah,
it's like, oh, who's going to go down first?
Yes,
That
yes,
kind of thing.
exactly. So like, oh, I have only 2 left. If I could just survive longer than him, it's also good. I would still get points for it.
And how many players and how long does a game typically take?
2 to 6 players, and it's about 45 minutes to an hour. I would say it's light to medium Euro. It can get pretty nasty because when you're trying to get the tiles in the first part of the game, you basically bid for it. So these are the bid cards that you do to get first rights to pick the cards, and each of them gives you an extra power. So this is just a quick description about the game, so I won't go through them.
Sure.
Yeah, but they kind of make the game interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice the artwork, they're pretty light-hearted. So
Yeah, very
because
cool.
a lot of people are gonna die in like
Right.
this run through. It's a really difficult game, but we want to make sure that the message is clear that this isn't a grim and gloomy game.
Right.
So you can see the artwork.
Yeah.
So it's already cheerful.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much, Dominic, for walking
Okay.
us through Black Souls.